Taiwan is a 13,000 square mile hilly and forested island, roughly 100 miles from mainland China. 6 million years ago, Taiwan was born in a collision between Eurasian plate and the Philippine Sea plate. Even now, the island is still growing taller, at a speed of 0.5 centimeter per year from the Pacific Ocean. Taiwan was first put on the map in the 16th century when the Portuguese sailors passed Ilha Formosa, which they called this beautiful island. Due to its critical position to both naval and trading crossroads, Taiwan had been colonized by many countries or regimes for centuries. Who did they colonize? Of course, Taiwan had its own indigenous people. Before Eurasia's colonial, indigenous people have been living on the island for thousands of years. Taiwanese origins are the Austronesian people, sharing the same roots with Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Polynesia. The first foreign nation to come to Taiwan was the Dutch. 2 years later came the Spanish, who wanted to take control over Taiwan. 20 years later, the Dutch kicked out the Spanish. And the next 20 years, the Dutch were kicked out by Zheng, who represented the Ming Dynasty of China. In 1683, the Qing Dynasty defeated the Ming Dynasty and began the longest ruling period in Taiwan, with over 200 uninterrupted years. This is when numerous Chinese moved to the island and became the major inhabitant. After the war between China's Qing Dynasty and Japan, the Qing Dynasty ceded Taiwan to Japan in the Treaty of Shimonoseki in 1895. At the end of World War II, Japan ended its 50 years of rule and returned Taiwan to the Republic of China, which was led by the Kuomintang and replaced the Qing Dynasty in 1912. By that time, China was going through a civil war between the communists and the nationalists. The nationalists, who were the Republic of China, knew that they were going to lose the war, so they relocated to Taiwan. On the other hand, the communists established the People's Republic of China and remained in mainland China. Since then, there are two different Chinas in the world: People's Republic of China in mainland China and Republic of China in Taiwan. Underwent sufferings, single-party rule, and 30 years of martial law. In 1996, Taiwan welcomed her first president directly elected by Taiwanese. In 2016, Tsai Ing-wen became the first female president, as well as representing the third change of power between Kuomintang and Democratic Progressive Party. Although Taiwan's democracy has only a short history of 20 to 30 years, we now seem to take it all for granted, having the freedom of speech, freedom of press, the right to marriage regardless of sex, and of course the right to vote. History has somehow made Taiwan a fusion of multiple diverse cultures and home to 23 million free spirits.